Ladies and gentlemen, to start and bless this community reception honoring the appointment of Judge Mariam Saad Bazzi to the Michigan Court of Appeals, please let's all rise as I recite the opening chapter of the Holy Quran, and please remain standing for the playing of the American and Lebanese national anthems. In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, praise be to God, the cherisher and sustainer of the worlds, most gracious, most merciful, master of the day of judgment. Thee do we worship, in thine aid we seek. Show us the straight way, the way of those on whom thou hast bestowed thy grace, those whose portion is not wrath, and who go not astray. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and fellow community members and leaders, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon each and every one of you. Today, we gather to celebrate a momentous occasion that marks a significant milestone for our community: the appointment of Judge Mariam Saad Bazzi to the Michigan Court of Appeals. And I believe Judge Bazzi is the first Arab American to sit on the Michigan Court of Appeals. This is a testament to her exceptional qualifications, perseverance, and dedication, not only to her profession, but more importantly to her faith, her community, and her family. Speaking of family, Judge Bazzi's road to the Michigan Court of Appeals was paved through the character-building, community-oriented, faith-based upbringing of her family. Her family are pillars of our community. Her parents, Haj Arif Saad and Haji Aida, deserve a big, big round of applause. Besides Haj Arif's professional success, Haj is an instrumental founding member of this center. He and his family have dedicated their lives to this great community. Judge Bazzi's husband, Aboudi, is accomplished in his own right as one of the youngest VPs at General Motors. Aboudi is committed to mentoring others with his sense of humility, purpose, integrity, and dedication to his faith and family. He and Judge Bazzi have raised 3 amazing, beautiful children, Noor, Zain, and Yusuf. Where are they at? We got to give you recognition. This achievement not only brings pride to our community, but also serves as a beacon of hope and inspiration for future generations. It demonstrates that with hard work, determination, and passion, we can break down barriers and shatter glass ceilings. I can tell you firsthand Judge Bazzi's knowledge and dedication to her legal profession. Prior to taking the bench, Judge Bazzi, among other positions, was our Wayne County Assistant Prosecuting Attorney assigned to the 20th District Court. Her courtroom demeanor in handling conferences, trials, and exams were second to none. She was not just advocating on behalf of the people, but advocating for justice. This hardworking ethic transitioned her to the Wayne County Circuit Court bench, where she demonstrated that judicial temperament as a trial judge in the criminal division. Judge Bazzi will bring years of experience on and off the bench to the Michigan Court of Appeals. That's why she will make an outstanding Court of Appeals judge, inshallah. Judge Bazzi's appointment is a reflection of the growing diversity and contributions of Arab Americans in Michigan. Her presence on the bench will undoubtedly enrich the court's perspectives and decisions, ensuring that justice is served with fairness and compassion. As we congratulate Judge Bazzi on this remarkable achievement, we also acknowledge the community trailblazers who paved the way for her success. We recognize the importance of diversity, equity, and inclusion in our justice system and celebrate this milestone as a continued step forward for our community. Let us continue to support and empower one another, fostering a brighter future for all. Congratulations, Your Honor, on this well-deserved appointment. Your Honor, as a member of the Nadi Bint Jbeil, you have made our membership and the whole community proud. May your service inspire and uplift our community and add a much-needed dimension to an ever-growing presence to the Michigan judicial system. Mabruk, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, our program this evening consists of some speakers and presentations, and I know your time is valuable. I promise the speakers were told to try and keep their remarks brief, which is hard to do, especially with Judge Bazzi, because there's a lot of things to say and talk about with her. So to the speakers, please respect the time elements and forgive me when I only introduce you short of the introduction that you deserve. Our first speaker, please welcome Judge Bazzi's brother, Mariam Saad.
I'm going to begin my speech with a few words in Arabic, and then I'll continue on in English. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحضور الكريم. يسعدني ويشرفني أن أكون بينكم نيابة عن الوالدين الحاج عارف والحاج عايدة سعد والعائلة. اسمحوا لي أن أتقدم بجزيل الشكر لدولة الرئيس نبيه بري لاتصاله الهاتفي، ولسعادة اللواء عباس إبراهيم والنائب الدكتور أشرف بيضون والنائب السابق الأستاذ علي بزي، ولكل من شارك بالتبريك والتهنئة. الشكر لكم جميعا أحبائنا وأعزائنا. Good evening, everyone. It means so much to me and my family to have you all here today to join us in this momentous and special occasion as we celebrate my sister Mariam's appointment. I want to start from the beginning. I'm actually going to go back to 1972 when Hajj Arif and Hajj Aida came to this country. They came with a vision, a dream, and hope for a better life for themselves and their future family. My father took that vision and founded Saad Wholesale Meats in 1975. Through hard work and dedication, he built it into the largest halal distribution in the nation, with brands like Sharifa Halal being a household name. And while my father was building the business, my mother, Hajja Aida, was the one holding it all together at home. She raised all 6 of us and made sure we were caring, respectful, and focused in school. She set the tone for everything, how we treat people, how we carry ourselves, and how we never fall behind on our responsibilities, basically our homework. My mother valued education and instilled it in us, and that came before everything. Growing up, even from a young age, Mariam truly valued education and made it a priority. She always did well in school, and that commitment never stopped. She's managed to balance so many roles with grace and integrity. A supportive wife to her husband, Abdul Bazzi, and a dedicated mother to Noor, Zain, and Yusuf. Oh, and their dog Max. I got you, Khalo. While being a loving daughter and sister. There wasn't a single football game, school event, or any other activity for her kids that she missed. Whether it was a family birthday, anniversary, or school function, Mariam showed up. She made it work. And all while continuing to grow in her career. Alongside the support of her husband, who I mentioned earlier, Abdul, who I'm actually going to take a second to recognize too. He has shown the same kind of dedication and drive in his own path. We've watched him over the years work hard and stay committed, climbing the ladder at GM through pure determination. His success hasn't come easy, and it's something we as a family have noticed and respected. Plenty of times where I've told Abu to get off your phone and come eat. You don't own GM. And let's not forget what a wonderful Aunt Mariam has been to all our children. Always there with love, encouragement, and a calm voice of reason. She helps hold our family together. She's also someone who has taken her career seriously. From her early days as prosecuting attorney, Mariam committed herself to doing things the right way, by the book. She never cut corners, never looked for an easy way out, and never compromised her integrity. If I ever called her with something simple as a traffic ticket, her response was always the same. Yeah, that sucks. Set a court date and pay the ticket. We've watched her elevate in her field with hard work and consistency. From prosecutor to judge, and now the appointed to the Michigan Court of Appeals. Mariam's held several important roles in different cities in this journey, and throughout it all, she's always been guided by fairness and a strong moral compass. Mariam, I want to take a moment to tell you, as your oldest brother, I'm very proud of you. Our parents, our siblings, and our children are very proud of you. You've always been the one who stays calm, professional, and focused. Whether it's work or family, you've carried yourself with poise and purpose. It's no surprise to us that you've been chosen for this role. You've earned it every step of the way. To everyone here tonight, thank you again for joining us. We truly appreciate you sharing in this special moment with our family. We consider you all family. Mariam, we love you, we're proud of you, and we can't wait to see what's next on your journey. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
At this time, can I please have all of the elected officials, our esteemed guests, honored officials, distinguished leaders who have joined us today, please stand. Please stand. Come on, no, stand. Stay standing. Because you all do deserve a big round of applause. Now, all of you that are standing, please join me in welcoming them and welcoming this great community here by giving them a big round of applause, please. Thank you. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, your presence makes every event all the worthwhile. Thank you very, very much. At this time, please welcome Wayne County Deputy CEO Asad Turfi.
So I don't know what's more impressive, Mariam's appointment to the appellate court or Samer's Arabic. I think that was very impressive. But that goes to, honestly, their parents. That shows their parents have built in them tradition and culture and something that really created the way for someone like Mariam to succeed. Mariam began her career in Wayne County in 2005, and we are very proud of her because she didn't just join Wayne County and stay there for 2 years. She spent 20 years at Wayne County, starting as a prosecutor, as Samer mentioned, and then eventually a Third Circuit Court judge. And being a judge, we may experience that we see so many judges around us. But just 30 years ago, this community only had one elected official. And that was the first elected official from this community was Suzanne Serini, the mother of Mike Serini right here. That was one elected official. And when you look today, 30 years later, we have a room full of officials. And I'll leave you with this final statistic, and I think it's important to know this. In the state of Michigan, we have 46,000 attorneys, and only 25 of them are appellate court judges, and only one is from Bint, Jbeil, and her name is the Honorable Judge Mariam Bazzi. Congratulations. We celebrate you today on behalf of our county executive, Warren Evans, and the 1.8 million people in Wayne County. We wish you all the best. Thank you.
Please welcome one of Judge Bazzi's best friends, my niece, Yusra Hamedi.
Good evening. My name is Yusra Hamadi, and I stand here with deep pride, not just as a best friend of Judge Mariam Bazzi, but as a daughter of this community and a granddaughter of the late Haj Muhammad Turfi, founder of the Bint Jbeil Cultural Center. In 1994, my grandfather, with the generous support of many, including Haj Saad, Mariam's father, who was one of the first to believe in this vision, laid the foundation for this center. It was built on values of unity, heritage, service, and the dream that our community would not only rise, but lead. Tonight, that dream becomes even more real. Judge Mariam Bazzi's appointment to the Michigan Court of Appeals is not just a personal achievement, it's a historic moment that uplifts all of us. She is a daughter of immigrants, a woman of fierce integrity, and a trailblazer who carries the hopes of generations on her shoulders. But let me tell you about the woman behind the robe. I've known Mariam for more than 20 years, long before the courtroom, the bench, and the black robe. There was the grit, the faith, the late night study sessions, and the fierce loyalty to family and community. There was and still is a quiet strength in her, a strength rooted not in ambition alone, but in purpose. She's the kind of friend who shows up, not just for celebrations, but for the hard moments. She holds confidences like a vault, laughs from the heart, and leads with compassion and courage. Judge would be so proud tonight. I can see him smiling from above, knowing that the place he helped build is now honoring a woman who embodies every ideal it was built upon. Mariam, your journey is a beacon, and to every young person in this room who's wondering what is possible, you're the answer. Congratulations, Your Honor. We are endlessly proud of you.
Please welcome the Chief Judge of the 19th District Court, Honorable Salem Salemi.
Esteemed Master of tonight's ceremony, my colleague, the Honorable Judge Turfi, elected and appointed public servants, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I have the honor to stand before you to recognize, acknowledge, and celebrate with you the achievements, accomplishments, and the promotion of an outstanding jurist. Now, of course, for those of us involved in the judicial arena, this comes as no surprise, because from her earliest days on the bench, Judge Bazzi exhibited exceptional and superb judicial temperament, not only by demonstrating her unwavering commitment to the fair administration of justice, and upholding the rule of law by adjudicating cases assigned to her with compassion, fairness, without bias, prejudice, or favor, but also by leading with confidence, grace, and thoughtfulness. Her talent, integrity, professionalism, and impartiality were readily noticed by her colleagues, resonated throughout the circuit bench, appreciated by those practitioners who practiced in her courtroom, and felt and respected by the people she serves. And serve she does, day in and day out, with devotion, dedication, and vigor. So her promotion is not only a testament to her work ethics, but more importantly, because of the positive impact that she has already made and she will undoubtedly continue to make in her yet very young judicial career. So tonight, we all join together to celebrate Judge Bazzi's accomplishments and to offer, extend, and express to her and for her family our heartfelt congratulations. Judge Bazzi, congratulations on your accomplishments. And in as much as this is a night to celebrate Judge Bazzi's accomplishments, it is also a defining occasion of the essence and the character of our community. A community that immensely values education. A community that advocates and supports the education of its younger generations, because it firmly believes that a community that does not support the education of its future generations to produce high caliber talent, skilled individuals, and highly educated members is a failing community, is a bankrupt community, so bankrupt that its present material wealth will soon become a matter of scarce historical importance. So tonight, we extend our congratulations to Judge Bazzi again on her accomplishments. And I want to thank all of you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here tonight. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always bless you and your families. Enjoy the rest of the program. Be well, stay safe, and always take care. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Please welcome the publisher of the Arab American News, Osama Siblani.
Good evening, everyone. I don't know what to say about Mariam. To me, this is a special thing. When I came in 1984 to Dearborn, nobody knew me and I did not know anybody. I started the Arab American News on September 7, 1984. And the first house that I was invited to was to Arif's house. And by the way, Haji Aida is an excellent cook. We had a good breakfast. Yeah, go ahead, do it. And Mariam was a toddler. And I have known her since then. I've seen her grown up, inch by inch, and step by step. Tonight, we're celebrating a trailblazer and a public servant, and also a role model. Like I said, I have known Mariam for 4 decades. I have been to her parents' house several times. She is certainly a great branch from a great family. She is, like Asad said, from the great city of Bint Jbeil. That means all to me, from the north, from Baalbek, and from here 7,000 miles. Our hearts and minds are there now. She's an amazing woman. She's a great mother and a loving wife. She loves and cares about community. Mariam's journey has been one of breaking barriers and lifting others along the way. Before holding public office, Mariam led the Arab American Political Action Committee, AIPAC, for 4 years as the president of the PAC. By doing so, she empowered her community and advanced civic participation, and the results is very clear of what we see today. In 2014, Mariam was elected as a trustee to the Dearborn Board of Education, where she earned the highest number of votes and served as a board president of the Board of Education of Trustees. In 2017, her legal career reached a milestone. One Republican governor, Rick Snyder, appointed her to the Wayne County Third Circuit Court. With over a decade of prosecutorial experience, most notably as a lead attorney on the Mortgage and Deed Fraud Task Force, Judge Bazzi brought integrity, diligence, and deep legal expertise to the bench at Wayne County. One time, I was having lunch with the chief judge of Wayne County, and I asked him, "What do you think of our Arab American judges?" You know what he said? He said, "They are the best judges on the bench." And in 2025, this woman, the great leader, made history again. Appointed by the current Democratic Governor Gretchen Whitmer to the Court of Appeals. Judge Bazzi became the first Arab and Muslim American woman to serve on Michigan's appellate court. Before her, there was a judge of the appellate court, a Republican appointee. His name was Henry Saad, from the same family. I would like to take this opportunity on your behalf, if you allow me, to thank the great governor of the state of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer. You know, when I heard about this, I called the governor to thank her. You know what she said? 2 words. She said, "I have 2 words for you, Osama. She is great," actually 3. She is great. That shows you the kind of person Mariam is. As you can tell, she is perhaps one of the few things that Republicans and Democrats agree on, because she is an exceptional leader. She's a proud graduate of the University of Michigan, Dearborn, and Wayne State University Law Schools. And her service extends far beyond the courtroom on civic, boards, educational, institutional, and community commissions. And now, it is our honor. I know that we're doing this as a community only here, but I want you to listen to me. We wanted to invite you to please join us on September 18. Now it is June 18, September 18, for the official investiture at Ford Performing Arts Center in Dearborn, where the official investiture ceremony will take place. That is a moment to mark this historic achievement and celebrate it with pride and joy. All of you are welcome to be part of this special occasion. Judge Bazzi, Mariam, my dear Mariam, your story inspires generations, and your leadership continues to open doors for those who follow. We thank you, we honor you, and we look forward to celebrating you together on September 18 again. Mariam, my community, this is only a step forward, and the best is yet to come.
Please welcome the mayor of the city of Dearborn Heights, Bill Bazzi, and recently nominated U.S. ambassador to Tunisia to the podium.
Assalamu alaikum. What can I say about Judge Bazzi? You know, your success is actually the whole community's success. Not just because you're Bazzi, but I've actually seen a lot of. I'm going to tell you, just go back in time a little bit. Like my dad, Allah yarhamu, he used to always say, like he comes, when you were appointed judge the first time, like every few days, every time I see him, he goes, you know what, Judge Mariam, she's judge now. I said, yeah, Dad, I know that. And he was so proud of you, and he'll be more proud if he was here with us right now. So he's looking down at us. And just about an hour ago, I called my mom, and she says, where are you going? I said, Judge Mariam, she's got appointed to Court of Appeals. She goes, she's already a judge. Like, no, Mom, it's something higher than just regular judge. It's Court of Appeals. She goes, she deserves more. And that's how everybody feels about you, Judge Bazzi. Everybody thinks of you, highly of you. And I had the honor, actually, you are a pillar in our community. And I did have the honor of being with Judge Bazzi. We traveled together. We were actually, both of us, chosen to be on a program for the State Department. It's a MEPI program with AI. So I had the honor of traveling with Your Honor to Tunisia. And, all the speeches I heard today, everybody's talking about her leadership and how caring she is. And, I saw it firsthand, not just here in Dearborn Heights, in the state of Michigan, but also I saw it in Tunisia. So all the young ladies over there, they were so proud of her. They kept asking, wow, she's a judge, and this, especially in an Arab country. So you made an impact, not just here in Michigan, you made an impact in Tunisia. And, one of the things I just want to tell you, I've been in contact with a lot of the same people that we were in contact with, and they asked me about you all the time. I told them that you just got appointed to the Court of Appeals, and they're looking forward to you coming to Tunisia, hopefully when I'm down there. So I'm so proud of you, and I'm just speechless, and there's a lot of great things to come, and congratulations, and also the family, Mr. and Mrs. Saad, I'm so proud, all your kids, and I think Samir said it best, we're all families, and your success is everybody's success. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wayne County Commissioner Sam Beydoun, presenting on behalf of the Wayne County Commissioners.
Good evening. Judge, a lot has been said. I'm going to keep it very short. I will simply state we're very proud of you. You're paving the way for many of the young attorneys who aspire to be judges, our sons and daughters. We're very proud of you. Alf Mabruk. I want to present to you this proclamation on behalf of Wayne County. I'm not going to read it all, but it's got a lot of very interesting writing. I'm going to invite my friend Asad Turfa. Join me, please, Asad. Want to do it down?
Okay, a very special guest who is going to introduce our guest of honor today. Judge Bazzi's daughter, Noor. Please come in. Haji Aida, you didn't think I could keep a secret, did you?
Good evening, everyone. I want to begin by thanking you all for being here tonight. This is a moment that is both deeply personal and undeniably historic. I'm honored to stand before you to speak about someone I love and admire deeply, my mother. Tonight, we are not just celebrating a milestone in her life, but we are witnessing history. My mother's been appointed to the Michigan Court of Appeals, becoming the first Arab American woman to serve in this role. This achievement is not only a proud moment for our family, but it's a powerful step forward for our community and for the representation of Arab American women in spaces where we've long been underrepresented. Most people know her as Judge Bazzi, but I know her as the mom who balanced law school and parenting like a pro, never missed a carpool, and reminded us during sibling arguments that she literally knew how to put people in jail. From her, I learned that character is built in the quiet moments, not in the spotlight, but in how we treat others and carry ourselves every day. My mother's story doesn't begin with her. It begins with my incredible grandparents who immigrated to this country to give their children the chance to dream big and achieve more than they ever imagined. Their sacrifices laid the foundation for this moment. According to the American Bar Association, women made up of 36% of attorneys in 2014, a number that grew to 41% by 2024. While men still outnumber women in the legal field, the gap is steadily narrowing. While my mother began her journey in law, it was a field largely dominated by men. And yet today, we celebrate a woman who didn't just challenge those gender roles, she rose above them and thrived. She carries with her the pride of our community and the promise of a more inclusive future for Arab American women. From the courtroom to our kitchen table, my mother has always stood for justice, for family, and for what's right. She didn't just chase a dream, she built a legacy. And today we have the privilege of witnessing that legacy take its rightful place in history of Michigan Court of Appeals. Thank you. Introducing to you my mother.
Wow. I am so incredibly humbled by this moment. Good evening. I am so humbled to be here, to celebrate with my community this moment. But this is not my moment, this is our moment. I have spoken with so many of you over the past few weeks, and I feel the sense of pride that each one of you carries. This is not about Mariam Saad Bazzi receiving this appointment. This is about our community being recognized for the value we collectively bring and how we deserve to be at all tables. When I think about the Bint Jbeil Cultural Center and the Lebanese, Muslim, and Arab community that is here today, I'm reminded of a powerful metaphor of trees in a forest. While it may look like they stand alone, braving the elements and nature to survive, their strength comes from their roots, from what is beneath the surface, the way they interconnect under the ground, holding on to each other, literally drawing life from each other, so together they can all survive the elements and continue to grow. that is what this community is. Recently, we lost Ibtihal Beydun, and to her whole family, my sincerest condolences. But I will never forget the last conversation I had with her. We were at a fundraiser for my dear friend and sister, Fadwa Hamoud, and she was talking to me about how important it was to support each other. She encouraged me to keep pushing and achieving and told me I had her support. The marhum Haj Muhammad Turfa, whose vision was the embodiment of this organization. Every time I saw him, his words of support to me all those years, telling me he was proud of me. Their collective words and the words of so many of you in this room, and frankly, so many people that we've lost. And may they all rest in peace. You are the trees. You are the trees who have stood by me. Your roots interlocking with mine and giving me the strength to not only do the hard work, but also to even believe I am capable of it and worthy of this honor. I thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank Judge David Turfy for his kind words, but more so than that, for pushing forward despite that setback many years ago when he ran for city council and lost, frankly, by a few dozen votes. And yet, instead of getting discouraged, he went all in and he powered through, joining the race for judge and becoming the first Arab American judge in Dearborn Heights. He was laying roots under our entire community that all of us have moved toward and clung to. I thank you. The same for Judge Salami here in Dearborn, who too was the first Arab American judge at the 19th District Court. I thank you for your roots and your words. And Judge Charlene Elder, who is the first Arab American woman to serve in a state circuit court. I remember her investiture and the sense of pride and hope that filled the room at her appointment and the promise of what would be more coming. To all the judges in this room, to my colleagues at the Third Circuit Court, I thank you all for helping set the example of the hard work, dedication, and professionalism that Arab Americans bring to our profession. Thank you. You too are the roots. Asad Turfi, thank you for all of your kind words as well. You have helped normalize the presence of Arab Americans in roles of leadership, bringing so many more to the table with you. I thank every single person here who has put themselves out there, running for office, challenging the status quo. And whether you attain the office you sought or not, you laid the groundwork to ensure that Arab American, Muslim American names are considered for appointments, valued as worthy candidates, and voted for during elections. Now, Governor Whitmer, I want to thank her even though she couldn't be physically present today, but her presence is felt and amplified by the fact that she made all this possible. To all the elected officials in this room, I thank you for standing by us, for your allyship and support. Our roots have grown deeper and our community stronger. I thank everyone who has helped me personally and professionally. I will never forget how Abir Hamoud encouraged me to join the prosecutor's office, which led to an incredible career in public service that continues today. Or how Osama Sablani applauded my accomplishments in the paper, giving me the name recognition that made my political campaigns and the campaigns of so many others who are here in this room today possible. I will never forget the Arab American Political Action Committee and how it helped give me the political ties and experience to navigate the public office experience. And I got to navigate it with my friends, Fadwa Hamoud, Ali Hamoud, Zina Al-Hassan, Muna Fadlallah, and of course, Abid and Osama. I want to thank everyone here for voting me and supporting me through my school board race, and how I learned through that experience how important it was to work together to achieve a higher end, one that our kids would benefit from for decades to come. I want to thank you all for your continuous support every year and at every function. Every smile, encouraging word, and hug I have received, I remember each and every single one. In reflection of that, I'm reminded of one of my favorite quotes by Maya Angelou. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. You have all made me feel like this was something I could aspire for, that I had a community behind me, supporting me every step of the way. And in doing so, that same message is being conveyed to all the young lawyers who now know they can too. I thank you for all your roots. I know my roots extend far beyond this geographic location. Our community roots here are strong because their foundation begins in South Lebanon. A country who and a people who have shown time and time again, we will survive, we will rebuild, we will persevere, and we will grow because the depth of our roots are impenetrable. I'm so proud to be Bint Lebanon, Bint Jnub, and Bint Jbeil. Bint Alba, my adopted home. And to the roots that allowed my tree to grow. My sweet, amazing friend Yusra, thank you for your kind words this evening. You are truly my sister. My in-laws, Ahsan and Mariam Bazzi and Muhammad and Ahmed. My mother-in-law and father-in-law couldn't be here today, but I know they're here with me in spirit, and I thank them endlessly for their support. My family, my siblings, Samir, Samar, Fairoz, Muhammad, and Layal. It is a privilege to have siblings that can bicker and fight, but when it matters, they are always there, present and ready to support you unconditionally. To my parents, Arif and Aida Saad, who allowed their kids to dream bigger. They built our roots. They built our roots strong to withstand the hardships they knew life had in store. My husband, Jbeil Bazzi, you have literally redirected. My husband, he's known as Abdul, Abude, and Abdinabi. My husband, Abude Bazzi, you have literally redirected the sustenance from yourself to help me grow. For that, I will forever be grateful and thankful. And to my children, Noor, Hussein, and Yusuf, the storms will come and it will all appear so hard at times, but in this room, there are hundreds of people who serve as your roots who will help you weather those storms. And I thank you for weathering this path with me. Thank you, Mariam Bazzi, who helped set this all together, Mayor Bazzi, Councilman Maydoun, Councilman Serini, Mayor Hamoud, and Commissioner Maydoun, not Councilman Maydoun, Commissioner Maydoun, for all of your kind words and your proclamations. I am humbled by the work that all of you have done and so many other people in this room have put into this celebration. And I can't stop before I thank God. It is only with God's grace and permission that I'm able to stand here before you. And so, to God, I'm eternally grateful for the ability He has given me to serve. Today, I'm here to celebrate all of you, for together this community has crushed boundaries, broken glass ceilings, and opened opportunities. I am so excited to see the next challenge we collectively break through as a community. Thank you all very much.